Hello everyone, and welcome to my final review of Tron Evolution. Now, it's, at the time of this video, actually been shortly over the 2 weeks that I allowed myself to play the game. And it's kind of because I ran into quite a few complications with, well, holiday times, and I work retail. And, well, as far as this video has gone, I've had to reshoot it twice now, thanks to my crappy computer not getting the sound off one file, my internet being completely screwed up, and multitude of other problems. But yeah, now that I've ran into those things, I know how to deal with them. So, getting back to the review for this game, I've gone ahead and divided up this video into different sections. For some reason my software that I use to upload videos doesn't let me go over 10 minutes for YouTube because it's still stuck on the old settings, and it's a free program, so until I have money to get something better I'm kind of stuck with it. But no problem, the video is just going to be split up in a little bit of a different fashion, but all the information is still going to be here. Now, a little bit of information for as far as myself playing the game. I did play it almost all times with my girlfriend present, so had a nice little help from her since she got further in the game than I did at some points, and I got further than her at other points, and we kind of helped each other out with our different playthroughs, and were able to strategize a little bit better. And no, I'm not an ass to her. That's how we play around. Once again, she's reading your comments on the page as well, and she is enjoying making jokes about them. But, yeah, as of this point, I've obviously got my entire playthrough up online, and I've actually gone through the game on insane difficulty now, which, if you've seen my playthrough, is completely easy as long as you get the auxiliary stasis upgrade. Because walking around invisible to enemies makes the game entirely way too easy, even on the insane difficulty, but I'll get into explanations of that during my review. I've also managed to collect all the stuff in the game, the Abraxas shards and the Tron files, so there's not really much more for me to do in the game other than so many kills and to win certain game matches. Oh, and the levels. So there you go, I've gotten in quite a lot of gameplay with this. I've played a lot of online games, so I feel I can honestly review Tron Evolution now. Throwing this out there, I've also seen the movie, so I'm going to throw in a little bit of that. Nothing spoiler related, so don't worry about that. It's just an additional note. So with that, we'll go ahead and hope that everybody enjoys the review, and feel free to comment and subscribe and post your own reviews about it. Link to this. So, enjoy! For this portion, I'm going to talk about the story of the game. I'm not going to say anything here that would be spoiler related, simply because I know a lot of people haven't watched my playthroughs or they haven't played the game yet. Especially if you're waiting for a full review of the game, chances are you're doing that because you're really unsure about it, so I'm not going to ruin anything there. The thing is, for this storyline, if you're a Tron fan, you're going to be able to piece together a lot of the stuff anyway, and with the fact that there's a movie that takes place after the events in this game, you can kind of tell where a lot of plot holes are going to be. The story is very enjoyable for the game. It really includes you in on a lot of stuff that's going on in the Tron universe. Nothing really takes you out of the experience, and yes, I will say thankfully they have no ties to Tron 2.0, which was a huge flop. But there's lots of little treats in there, kind of giving fans of the first movie a lot to go based off of, and I can't really add too much here without ruining shit. If you really want to know more about the story, go ahead and watch the additional notes for my review here. I'm not going in depth about the story at all. All I'm going to say is that it is very enjoyable, and anyone who's a Tron fan would truly appreciate this game. However, in my additional notes, I'm going to talk about how it relates to the movie, which, just to give some a little something to think about, it's not necessarily a good thing, and I'm going to state my opinions on which one you should see and or play first. Alright? Okay. So for this segment, I'm going to talk about the gameplay. To be honest, I would like to try and compare it to more stuff, but sadly what a lot of people say of it being a Prince of Persia ripoff pretty much sums it up. It's an action-adventure game that's a platformer. Now, of course, it has a few other things to mix up variety a little bit. Obviously, you've got your light cycles and the light tanks, which basically just kind of lead up to escaping a level. They don't really add too much to the gameplay itself, but that's only for the story. Now, obviously, the story's gameplay is very simple, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the online portion in here as well. The online portion is pretty much the saving grace of this game for gameplay's sake. It's the only thing that really sets it out from the rest. Now, I say that because essentially it is the same thing as the story. Going around, you're using the same exact weapons, the same vehicles, everything. But it's very fast-paced, extremely fun. The light cycles and light tank are obviously used in completely different ways once you're actually on the grid playing there. Honestly, you can't call it the Prince of Persia ripoff once you're playing online against other people. There's so many different variations of power-ups, and when vehicles are used, there's quite a few game types to keep you entertained for a while, and the action is so fast-paced that it keeps you addicted to the game without letting you really realize how much time has passed. Matches honestly can go as quickly as maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but they could even last, if there's not a time limit on there, maybe 20 minutes, 25. And honestly, finding a game at the time of this review is not difficult to do at all. Go ahead and hit quick match and you're in a game within, I want to say, 50 seconds. So no problem at all there. Honestly, I don't know what else to say about it right now. Gameplay wise, the story is same basic thing that you can find in a lot of games, and online is the saving grace. I may end up adding some online gameplay videos just to go ahead and show it off after this, but I really think it's something that people should go ahead and experience for themselves. So if nothing else, based on gameplay, I would definitely recommend picking this up, play through it once, whatever difficulty you want to be on, and then go ahead and go straight to the online so that you can really enjoy it.